Welcome back to Spine and Sports Therapy. We are your resource for all things injury prevention, biomechanics, sports medicine, rehabilitation, reconditioning, recovery, and the like. My name is Dr. Matthew Brackney, and today I'm going to be talking about a foam rolling, muscle rolling technique or exercise for the upper trap neck muscles. So one of the main things we like to focus on when we work with folks is helping them improve their mobility and their stability. But today we're going to focus on this foam rolling exercise, which is a very key mobility type of exercise. This helps joints and muscles move better. And that's what many of these videos on our channel are devoted to. So we'll go ahead and jump right into it. Again, today we're talking about the upper trap muscle. This muscle is a very large back muscle. It starts really in the low to middle part of the back. It comes up through the spine, goes over towards the shoulder area, and then it goes all the way up into the neck. Very large triangular shaped muscle. A lot of people feel tension and tightness all the way up here into the neck, and the upper trap muscle is one of the underlying muscles that can cause pain up here into the neck. So there are two main rolling tools that I use for this particular muscle. The first one I like to use is a handheld roller. I prefer this one. It's called the stick. It's a really great tool. So you take the stick, and I like to use roll the side of my neck on the opposite side of my body from the hand that I'm holding the tool in. So again, I'm going to rotate away from the side, so towards my right at the moment. And I'm going to roll in all the way up into the upper area of this muscle, and then a little bit lower in the middle part of the muscle, and then here lower in the upper trap here as well. So one of the little tricks with this is making sure that you roll on the area of the roller that's closest to your hand. If you roll on the area of the tool that's furthest away from your hand, it's more difficult to generate enough force to get any effective muscle rolling. But if you use the part of the roller that's closer to your hand, then you can generate more force to work through that muscle. This is a really nice, quick, easy way to roll through that neck muscle. It's one of my favorite ways. The reason I use the opposite hand on that side is if you're using the same hand to roll this part of your body, then you kind of have to lift and use your shoulder, and oftentimes that upper trap muscle will engage, and then when you tighten the muscle and try to roll through it, it's not as effective. So use the other hand. Use your hand that is opposite of the side of the body that you're rolling, so that you can completely relax this shoulder blade and let it be almost like dead weight. Again, with almost every rolling, anytime you roll, you should stretch the muscle and then roll it. It's more effective than if I were just to look straight ahead and not engage that muscle and roll through it. It doesn't feel like it's doing a whole lot. But if I turn away from the side that I'm rolling and look a little bit down, that puts that muscle on stretch, and now we're getting some good effective rolling in. So that's another key important component to this. Again, that's the first one that I like to use. Very, very nice, very quick, very easy, feels really good. Another tool that I'll use is a lacrosse ball. A lacrosse ball is also a very nice tool to get in different parts of the muscle, and it can kind of get in smaller, different areas than the roller can. So this can get higher up, right where the upper trap attaches to the base of the skull. You can get this ball up here in that area, and it can get some of those areas that may be more difficult to get with that foam roller. It can also get a little bit further down in the meat here of where that upper trap comes out into the shoulder blade. But the key to using this is using it against a wall. So you pin the ball against the wall, and so for example, since you can move up and down against the wall, you can also pin the ball and then rotate your head like you're shaking your head no. Again, that gets certain areas that are difficult to get with that stick roller. The other thing, like I mentioned, you can get that upper part of that shoulder blade where that upper trap goes to by pulling your shoulder and blade out of the way and pinning it to the wall in that area, rolling up and down. So really nice tool. This also happens to be a perfect tool to get the middle trap. And all of what I've been talking about so far is what's considered the upper trapezius muscle. Well, the middle trapezius muscle is in between the shoulder blades. So again, you can pin this ball against the wall right about here. Pin it there. You cross your arm and shoulder and you roll through that muscle. You don't want to go over the spine. You want to stay in between the spine and the shoulder blade. But it's a really common area to develop tight adhesions, even trigger points or knots. And this can be an area that needs work. So rolling up and down, twisting side to side, are both really nice little techniques to get that middle trap right in between that shoulder blade area. So those are the two different tools and techniques that I use for the upper trap muscle. It's an area that a lot of us need work with. Many of us have our shoulder blades up near our ears all the times. It's a common stress response to have our shoulder blades lifted up. And that creates chronically tightened and shortened upper trapezius muscle, which can lead to neck tension, can lead to headaches, all sorts of unfun things. So getting some good muscle release in through this upper trap muscle is something that most people could benefit from. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think. If you have a comment or a question, feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to help troubleshoot any of the specifics about using any of these different tools. But try this out. Again, like I said, all of us need to work on our mobility. It's an important factor that helps keep our muscles and joints healthy. So give this a whirl and see how you like it. Thanks so much for tuning on, and check back in soon. We'll have some more videos coming up shortly. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your day. Adios.